How many of you guys are stressed out from the hackathon? We have the solution for you. We are the Bioilluminators, and we're proposing a new application called NeuroCort, which is an application to help you manage and monitor your stress.
To promote a longer and healthier life, we're focusing on lowering the amount of chronic stress exerted on the body, which directly accelerates aging. We propose a non-invasive device that can monitor cortisol levels, which increase under stress. We paired this cortisol monitoring device with an app that alerts the user when cortisol levels are higher than normal and gives helpful tips on how to lower it.
So briefly, what is cortisol? Cortisol is a steroid hormone released by the adrenal gland during any stressful situations like this presentation. And basically it prepares your organism for the stressful activity, which and biochemically translates to increase in metabolic processes to give you enough energy to do what you need to do. And why this is important? Because sometimes when you leave this mechanism turned on for a long period of time, it can actually have a negative effect like damaging cellular machinery.
So as we age, our bodies naturally experience more stress due to physical, emotional, and environmental factors. Chronic stress hampers our body's ability to resolve inflammation effectively. Over time, prolonged stress leads to consistently high cortisol levels, which can accelerate aging, increase the risk of chronic disease. High cortisol levels contribute to heart disease, weaken immune function, metabolic disorders, and has been linked to neurodegenerative disorders like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. By tracking cortisol with NeuroCort, we can manage stress more effectively, improve overall health, and potentially extend lifespan.
So one of the challenges with monitoring cortisol is that right now the only systems that are out there only provide you a number instead of being able to process the data and give you a trend of your cortisol levels. Another issue is they also exclude important factors such as weight, your age, and your height. And the single point measurements like a mouth swab or a blood test, they take a long time to get the data, and by the time you get it, your cortisol levels are already either higher or lower. And it's important when you take it, what part of the day, because in the morning your cortisol levels are high. It's actually the reason why you wake up in the morning, and then at night it has to go down so you can go back to sleep. So you always have a varying level of cortisol inside your body.
On the other hand, the device that we are proposing is going to be continuously monitoring the cortisol level, and it's going to be in real time, and it's going to give an instantaneous feedback as an indicator of stress levels. So it's going to tell you that your levels are high, and it's also going to suggest what to do. For example, it's going to suggest an action like relaxation techniques. So for example, like meditation or walking or some exercise, and hydration and diet adjustments. In the future, we'd like to implement vagus nerve stimulation, which is basically a mild electrical pulse that's going to stimulate the parasympathetic nerve system, and it's going to lower your cortisol levels, hence lower your stress levels. And we are also trying to incorporate secondary indicators for example, adrenaline and pulse measurement, so we can get more accurate results. And we are trying to incorporate AI analysis to give a more personalized treatment for everyone. So the user interface is going to display the cortisol levels. So for example, in this case, it's 16.5, which is considered to be high, and the app is going to tell you to try taking, for example, 5 deep breaths to bring it down. You also have access to the history of your cortisol levels, which are time-stamped, so you can access and see when and how your levels were during the day, and it's also going to plot it throughout the week.
We are the Bioilluminators.
Just one.
Nice.
You showed what looked like a glucose continuous monitor. Do you think that there's existing technology like that you can bootstrap to bring this to market faster?
Yes, actually, so UCLA produced a paper where they had already have the monitoring device, which we were trying to incorporate the app to connect it. And then, because as he mentioned, the existing technologies do not process the data. So they only give a numerical value, but doesn't advise the user on what to do with this level. So that's what we're trying to incorporate to give the user the opportunity to choose and live a healthier and longer life.
Great,
Great, thank you.
You did have a question over there.
Oh,
Sure.
you guys have a question?
You got a question?
I was just curious, do you think you can like incorporate that into like a Fitbit or like a Apple Watch or something?
Yeah, we considered this.
We consider this option.
Mm-hmm.
For
Do you
now,
wanna-
we only have the patch. So,
Oh, just the patch? Okay.
So for now, we are not sure how to incorporate it into a Fitbit
Okay.
or like any existing one, but I'm sure the technology can. Oh, so sorry.
As long as it has contact with the skin,
Yes.
and when it's touching it, and it's possible. It's
Okay.
just you would have to. It's a lot more innovation.
Okay. That'd be a good selling point though, like.
Yes.
So quick.
You already got to buy it.